Damn, he agile. Woo! Got you.
Who would be here to help you?
Well, you for a start, my dear doctor.
No, the fuck I won't. Ow! Just jam it in there.
Don't have many friends, Doctor, and my family despises me.
I can see why.
I'm an independent journalist, hoping to sell some stories.
So you risk your life to reveal the truth?
No, to tell stories. He just said that.
Those communist activities only require mediocre writing skills.
What is with these people and communists?
Are you going to turn me over to the authorities?
Nope. Might drink you though.
You see it? Yeah. The boss I am, best believe it. I'm the one they wanna be. If you see what I see, yeah. I know that you hate. I know that you resist.
Who are you? I never met you before.
Excuse me, sir. Are you familiar with this part of town? Name's Clayton Darby, reporter.
Sorry, I'm new to Whitechapel. But perhaps you could help me since you're a journalist. My name is Jonathan Reid.
Dr. Reid, the famous surgeon. I'll gladly help if I'm able, sir.
He does not look like he is from 1916 or 18, wherever this shit take place.
But is the public interested?
Not at all, sir. And that's why I'm an independent journalist, hoping to sell some stories.
So you risk your life to reveal the truth?
No, to tell stories. He just said that.
Whitechapel, do you think the flu is really responsible for this, Doctor?
There is a rational... No, I'm saying...
I'm convinced there is more at work here than a simple epidemic.
Really? To be honest, I could say the same. Some of the sick I saw or heard of. My God, what happened to them?
The demons came... They came from the trees.
Christina Popper claims she sells her body because she can't find any other
Why did you say it like that?
Do you believe her?
Of course I do. Her story is exactly what I want my readers to understand. We live in an intolerant and divided nation.
Do you think things will ever change, Mr. Darby?
Hell no.
The situation can only improve.
Brexit!
Now that women can vote, I'm convinced things will change.
That won't change shit. Hey!
Good evening, Mr. Whitaker.
It's Father Whitaker, my son.
Mr. Whitaker, bitch-ass nigga.
Are you still lost in your rational delusions?
To the cemetery, Tobias. What did you see there?
I sent him on a vision. A dream of a dreadful and laughing queen covered with blood.
What?
Sleeping with the dead and feeding on the fear of the dying.
Tobias Whitaker, confess why you burnt those people alive.
I have done what no one was ready to do. I will smite the flesh of the unclean to protect the righteous.
You are just another heartless murderer, exploiting the epidemic to kill with impunity.
No! No. The only way to contain the spread is to strike at the source itself.
What's the source?
The proliferating sick.
On Samuel, your disciple. I am afraid I have bad news.
I already expected the worst. He should already have come
Lord
back.
Banks in the house, bad news. Tony Ayo in the house, bad news. 50 Cent in the house, bad news.
Epidemic took him.
Samuel steadily
Whenever
made
Gene
donations
around
to our
is
cause.
bad news.
He would have rewarded you himself if you'd found me in that awful cemetery. Please accept this money.
Your disciple, Samuel, stole from the dead in Stonebridge Cemetery. I have proof of his crime and proof of his death.
No! Samuel was
No.
the best of us.
No, he wasn't.
So devoted,
No, he wasn't.
so zealous.
No, he wasn't.
He gave all he had for the cause.
No, he didn't.
He tirelessly preached the good word.
No, he didn't.
He defiled the dead with his petty thefts. That's how he financed your misguided crusade.
Think what you will. When this city is saved, he will be praised for his devoted fortitude.
No, you
He
won't.
walked boldly into the mouth of abomination.
No, you didn't.
Your precious Samuel used you. He was an immoral crook.
If that's true, then he will be my burden to bear during this endless night.
A strange man was at the door with a pass for our medical facility. I refused him entry.
Darius, how could you know he didn't need our help?
Exactly.
His clothes were too finely tailored to be for Whitechapel.
Perhaps just a friend of that stray poet who is always about.
Richard Nithercott? No, not of the same cloth, this man. I suspect some machination from that journalist.
Clayton Darby. Is he still asking questions?
Yes. I saw him drifting around St. Mary's Church. I swear he is tracking me just downwind.
I must talk to that journalist or the poet. They must know about Darius. Nearby the church they just mentioned. I heard you're investigating an underground medical dispensary in Whitechapel.
I'm the number one seller in this motherfucking city.
They are wary of strangers.
I'm afraid one of the nurses from the Pembroke Hospital may be involved with...
Why did I just tell him that?
...activities.
Ah, could it be Dorothy Crane?
Without a doubt, you are a damn fine journalist, Mr. Darby.
A poet named Richard Nithercott, who sometimes comes by. Darius would never let him in.
Where can I find this Mr. Nithercott?
He spends most of his time lurking around Whitechapel, talking to himself or declaring verses. These days, you can usually find him behind the church.
He never goes out.
No. A few days ago, he unexpectedly did. I followed him, but it was just a ruse to keep me away from his house.
Really? How do you know?
He went to the nearest mailbox, but just before posting his letter, he ripped it up and threw it away.
Where is this poet? Behind the church. Whoa.
Content of Darius' letter to his children could give me more leverage to enter.
Right, but I need to speak to Richard Nithercott. Did I say his name weird? I think I said his name weird. Nithercott. Nithercott. Nithercott? Nithercott. Where the oh. Nithercott. I am going to kill the preacher. He's on the list so far. I haven't killed any citizens yet, but he's on the list. Why is he here? Shut up. Oh no. Oh, they tried to jump me. Damn, he Agile. Woo! Got you. Well, he's a poet, alright. Hey, where though?
I'm Dr. Reid. I would like to ask you a few questions.
Say no. Of course, the death of so many innocents is a tragedy. But the scourge has not been all bad for the city. Oh, no, sir.
What are you talking about?
Do you remember London before the flu? Noisy, cacophonic, quiet, nowhere to be found. And now, listen to this oddly peaceful silence.
Peaceful. That's quite an unusual way to speak about the epidemic. And very inappropriate, I must say.
Most people fail to understand my perspective. I don't blame them. But how could I call myself a poet if I veiled my feelings?
Fortune came upon you. Who would be here to help you?
Well, you for a start, my dear doctor.
No the fuck I
I
won't.
understand your need for solitude, but it's not safe around here.
I don't care. I don't have many friends, Doctor, and my family despises me.
I can see why.
Just like my dear muse, the wonderful Camellia.
What can you tell me about Camellia?
Your
Not much.
muse.
And that's the beauty of it. She can't speak, you know. She's a locked mystery who
She can't or she won't.
kindness and sweetness.
Where she lives, how she survives, whom she may know.
Maybe I prefer she remains an enigma. Reality can be so dull, don't you think?
Did you know the mute florist is a member of a secret society?
No, I didn't.
Illuminati.
But I thank you for this information, sir. For it only enriches the mystery surrounding the precious Camellia.
Are you not curious? Is there not more you wish to know?
That girl has not an ounce of malice in her.
No
Whatever
malice.
she may be hiding, it's certain to be for the benefit of most, if not all.
I fear you are a hopeless romantic, Mr. Nethercourt.
Guilty as charged, Dr. Reid. Dorothy Crane. Oh, I love the name. The Crane of Whitechapel. Sounds very mysterious. But, sorry, no, never heard of her.
You did all of that just to not know who she
Can you
was?
tell me about an old man called Darius?
Darius Petrescu. Yes, I know him. At first, I thought he was only a small publisher. I invited him to publish my work, but his reaction was pretty clear.
Not interested in your talent?
Darius is an old political activist who takes delight in printing tracts and lampoons. Those communist activities only require mediocre writing skills.
What is with these people and communists?
The walls of your home will not
Shut up. Here we go, y'all.
Mr. Petrescu, just 1 minute, please.
You again. Go away.
Sir, wait. Stop this nonsense. I know Nurse Crane is here. Shall we speak man to man, you and I?
All right. Speak up.
Don't you see we're on the same side? We fight to help the poor, sick, and abandoned.
I'm nothing like you, Mr. Doctor.
Yes, you
Mr.
are.
Doctor.
You too believe in providing medical care without charge. You know what we have to sacrifice to make the world a better place.
I have to admit your words have conviction. All right, I'll let you see Dorothea. Don't make me regret this, though.
I will make you regret all of this.
Worried for her safety.
She is as brave as she is tough, and clever, too. If only I had met her when I was younger.
Are you
Whoa.
in love with Camellia, Mr. Petrescu?
Don't be stupid. If I had met her when I was younger, we could have won our revolution.
How?
Who is she, really? Do you know where she's from?
She's not from around here, that's all we know. Camellia is not even her name. It's her favorite flower.
You say she has no close family.
Well, there's that awful poet who constantly follows her around like a lost puppy. A good man for sure, but a very poor writer.
Razvan, can you hear my voice? I need help.
Is that right?
What do we have here, nurse?
Patient Razvan Vasily, high fever running on 3 days. Complaints of dizziness, muscle aches, and head pain, diagnosed with influenza.
Treatment?
Aspirin and salicin for the fever and discomfort. Liquids for dehydration, but he's having trouble keeping even water down.
Thank you, nurse. Anything else I should know?
He did lose consciousness this morning, but he's never had convulsions like these.
This motherfucker's a vampire.
He's not convulsing, he's choking. He's not getting any air. Scalpel! Hand me that scalpel.
What can I do, Doctor?
It's too dangerous to operate with these convulsions. Sedative, nurse. Do we have any anesthetics?
I'm sorry, Doctor. None at all.
Ow!
I need to perform a tracheostomy. Short pipe. That rubber tube will do. We're going to cut a passage for air through the neck.
Yes, Doctor. He's breathing again, but he's coughing up blood.
Yeah, that's gonna
I
happen.
need to make another incision into the chest cavity to drain the fluids from the lung.
Oh,
Prepare
yes,
another
yes,
tube.
right. Another
Our
tube,
customers.
nurse.
Doctor, we've nothing to fight the infection. We need an aseptic environment.
Hey, don't question me.
Nurse. I need a drain now.
Yes, Doctor.
That damn drain.
He's still bleeding, Doctor. I'm losing his pulse.
The drain must have punctured the intercostal artery. There's too much blood.
Are you alright,
Oh, no.
Doctor?
I can't see.
Ah, it's the blood.
Yes. I have this, nurse. Allow me to finish the procedure alone. I need the room.
I'd prefer to stay and see this through. This is my patient, Doctor. I have needle and thread for stitching the wound.
Good. The stitches are holding. How's he doing?
We're losing him. We've lost his pulse. He's dying, Doctor.
A dose of epinephrine, now.
Yes, Doctor.
Ow! Just jam it in there. Did he die?
We've lost the pulse. He's gone, Doctor.
Nurse, we did everything we could.
Truly?
No.
Everything you could. Is that how you'll report this in your log? Is this how the war went? Piling up one poor corpse beside the next?
This was not an influenza-induced seizure. I've never seen symptoms like these on the continent.
Neither have I. But the previous symptoms leading up to this attack were the same, indistinguishable from the epidemic.
No. There was something more vile in these reactions. Something primitive.
There have been numerous reports of mental breakdowns caused by the fever that accompanies the flu itself, Doctor.
Yes, but... I'd best take some samples of the blood for analysis.
I doubt you're here to test my bedside manners. To what do I owe this courtesy? I suspect it was more than intuition alone that led you to us. So, how might I be of service, Dr. Reid?
I've come to put an end to this insufferable blackmailing, Dorothy.
Doctor, you think your warnings scare me? I've stolen and plied, blackmailed and lied, but what else am I to do? I'm all these people have.
But why Lady Ashbury? Why her, of all people?
She's pristine and proper, all right. But that she-wolf in sheep's clothing murders the poor for sport. I have her where she belongs, and I'll milk her for all she's got.
Dr. Swansea is a sensible and honest man. He wouldn't have refused your friend's care at Pembroke.
It's easy for you to say, Doctor. These people cannot go to the police, nor to the hospital. They don't even speak English. They depend on me for everything.
So, the end justifies the means. Is that your defense?
I know you're kind, Doctor. Just another fine-heeled, silver-spooned gentleman who was given the world on a platter. You know nothing of poverty. Nothing of the shame, the hunger, the loneliness.
You've convinced me of the sincerity of your actions and their noble justifications. But all the same, blackmail is a crime, and it will stop, Nurse Crane.
So, are you going to turn me over to the authorities?
Nope. Might drink you though. Spare. I look away, but you resign, embraced. I'm ending this right now. Pretty sure that means I'm a killer. Charm. You will forget all about this.
No. Your place is here. Jailing you would be an even greater crime. So, here is my proposition. I'll look the other way on your little enterprise. In exchange, you will resign from the Pembroke Hospital and provide me with medical supplies when the need arises.
Dr. Reid! That sounds like a business proposition. My accomplice, then?
No, just a privileged client. My research may require the occasional rare piece of equipment or ingredient. I'll pay good coin in exchange, fair and honest, to help finance your noble endeavors.
What's it gonna be?
We have ourselves a deal, Doctor.
Of course you do. I would have killed you if we didn't.
Good customers are always welcome.
Yes,
Why are you so cheery now?
we have a deal.
Oh. Who was that talking to me? Sorry I couldn't help this guy, but I don't know medical practices. I was just guessing on a lot of that shit. What the fuck was that? What the fuck?
This one stinks already.
Now what the fuck are you doing?
He's dead!
It just killed them people. How did they get in here?
Easy does it, boys. I'll kill it! Back in the drain, you!
This is not good. I gotta get out of here. Oh shit. Futile police raids in Whitechapel. As of late, the rumors that surround Whitechapel are ripening into facts. In the last 3 months, the police have suspected the district of hosting what might be the heart of London's medicinal black market. But of course, these suspicions will remain assumptions, for no task force or additional police presence has been sent to Whitechapel. No large drug stocks have been found, nor no crime lords arrested. This masquerade has only been planned as a desperate attempt to conceal the blatant incompetence of the London City Council's Board of Health by giving the populace a cheap and easy victory while the epidemic spreads more and more each day. Worst of all, when you take time to review the most recent statistics, you discover that the District of Whitechapel is coping with the disease much better than other parts of the city. Is it a miracle? Evidence of the activity of an illegal but efficient medical underground. More proof of the authorities' criminal incompetence? All I know is this. If a Londoner has a better chance to survive the epidemic by choosing to live in this godforsaken borough, I am ready to move to any cheap flea-infested flat some shady landlord would agree to rent me right now.
But they cause it may look like a spaceship hovering down the block. Basic, you won't know the coke I got turns it to see through in the middle Times Square. Hello, the crowd wonder who blasting Ayo on no radio. No, not no radio show. Only 80s getting played. MJ cuts no delay. She looks at me like Dolly, I'm a poly.